What is your biggest expense going to be in retirement? Take a second right now to hit pause, put your answer in the comments. What is it? High probability, almost a guarantee. It's going to be taxes. Okay, since you know it's taxes now, do you have vision of the taxes you're going to be paying 5 years from now, 10 years, 15, 20? I'm not talking about an exact number, but do you have vision to that number based on the assumptions of current tax brackets, current tax law, your current spending, inflation, all that? Do you have vision of that? If you do have vision of that, do you know the options you have to reduce your taxes and change where your savings is located? Okay, so is it in a Roth that is tax-free, or is it a tax-deferred account like a 401k or an IRA, or is it in a brokerage account? What options do you have to move money between those accounts to minimize your taxes, to minimize your IRMA, and to minimize taxes on your heirs? I'm going to show you a program that does exactly that for me. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. There you go. You can see my screen. Hey, I always wanted to do this. This show is brought to you by Buc-ee's. I'm just kidding. That's my water. Let's get into it. Okay, so we're going to take a look at this plan. I got 3 different scenarios I'm going to go through. This is a base plan, okay? And let's just look at this person here. Now, I've just randomly chose a large amount here. This is a dummy account that I have just as an example for you. But this couple, it's a married couple that they're 61 and retired as of right now. And they have $2 million in their 401k. They have $20,000 in a checking account and $100,000 in a brokerage account after tax. Okay, I'm not going to focus on that a lot. Real estate, they have a $500,000 house that they own. No other debt. Income, they're planning on taking Social Security at the beginning of next year, as soon as they turn 62. They're both exactly the same age. I just made it that way. $2,100 for me and $1,000 for my wife, roughly. Here's expenses. I entered all this stuff, and I've got other videos on how to enter this stuff, but I got baseline expenses of $7,000 a month that goes through my lifetime and my spouse's lifetime. Then I got some go-go spending of, $1,500 a month extra for until I turn age 72 on this one. I usually put 75. Got some one-time expenses in here, like a new car, trip to Europe, kitchen remodel. You put in whatever you want, put in the year. And that's basically it. Okay, so we can look at this probability of success is 95%. Looks pretty good. Okay, the next scenario is with Roth conversions. So everything exactly the same, but they're going to do Roth conversions to the 12% tax bracket. Okay, so that's what this is. 95% probability of success. Doesn't look like much change if you're just looking at Monte Carlo score. And the next one is I did Roth conversions to the 22% tax bracket and pushed Social Security from 62 to 70. I'm just showing options. Okay, so one cool feature inside of Boldin Software here that I'm using, and my plan is in this, is you can do plan comparisons. So here's the 3 plans that I just laid out. My retirement is the baseline plan. And then it just put these in a different order. I guess I could have changed them, but Roth conversion at 22% tax bracket, Social Security at 70, and Roth conversion just to the 12% tax bracket. And then you could just do a side-by-side comparison. What's the net worth at the end of the plan when the last person dies? And be careful selecting, the highest number as the best number. Remember this, my retirement plan, the base plan, that's $27.5 million at the end of this plan. They could probably spend more money, obviously, but that's not the point of this. And this number is only, let's say 22 million, but this is all after tax. They've already paid tax on this money. So would you rather have 27 million that you need to pay ordinary income tax on, or 22 million you pay no tax on? Okay. So this just does a side-by-side comparison. But it can be a little bit deceiving because, like I said, these numbers, hey, if I don't pay any taxes, I've got more money. That sounds like a better thing to do. The worst plan seems like to do the 22% conversion and move Social Security to age 70. But let's go back and take a look at where that money is located. Okay, so I'm going to go down here, and I'm using this left-hand column. I'm very familiar with this. First, let's look at taxes. My retirement plan is the base plan, no Roth conversions, taking Social Security at 62. Here's what the taxes look like by bracket. So you retire, this dark green here is the 10%, the light green is a 12% bracket. Then you have a little 22% bracket. Those are those one-time expenses coming in. And basically you get to RMD time, and then it starts to take off here. The investments, and because of the low spending of this couple, their investments just kind of take off. Okay, and you jump into the 24, the 32, and even 35% tax bracket. 35 really kicks in when one spouse dies and this couple is filing as a single. The spouse, the female, in this case, my wife, is filing as a single. So this is what that looks like. Okay, let's take a quick look at with just doing 12% Roth conversions. Okay, hang on a second. I want you to remember this number. They paid, let's just say 12 million total in taxes. I told you it was your biggest expense, right? 12 million in taxes. Okay, just doing Roth conversions every year, filling up the 22% bracket. See, these are bigger. You're pulling money out of your 401k and paying the 12% taxes on it. Okay, look, you're paying, let's say 10 million in taxes. 10 million in taxes versus 12 million. $2 million saved in taxes during your lifetime. Okay. And when we look at savings, you'll see that, those Roth conversions ended up being in a Roth account that is transferable to your heirs and they do not have to pay taxes on it. So look at that, just simple $2 million saved in taxes there. Okay, 12 million is the base. Okay, now let's do Roth conversions to 22%. And let's give us more time to do that and push Social Security income out to 70 instead of 62. $3.5 million in taxes. 3.5. So they front-loaded taxes. Look at these tax brackets are just filled up, and then no taxes after. I'm not saying this is a smart thing to do. I'm just saying it's a lever. I actually don't recommend this. This is not what I'm planning on doing. You want to maintain at least, in my opinion, the 10 and 12% brackets through mortality. Why would you pay 22% when you could be paying 10 and 12? But I'm just showing how this is visual inside of the Boldin software. Okay, so that's taxes. Let's look at savings, the savings of each one. So let's do these in order. Let's go back to the baseline plan. Okay, at the end of life, let's say that's 25 million. Let's just round to 25 million here. But there's no money in Roth, and you got to pay taxes on what's in the brokerage account on all the growth, and you got to pay taxes on ordinary income taxes on everything that's in the retirement savings account, which, that's what your ordinary income is going to be. It's going to be quite high with the RMDs that this couple has. So 24.7 million. Let's go to just doing Roth conversions to the 12% tax bracket. They essentially have the same amount of money, couple $100,000 less at mortality, but take a look. They got 6.6 million in Roth that they owe no tax on heirs will owe no tax on. So this is actually a much better financial situation, even though the number is slightly lower. Okay, then let's go to the 22% tax bracket. Oh my gosh, this is down to 19 million, but 100% is in a Roth. No taxes due on this federal. Okay, so I'm sharing this with you to show you that you need visibility of your largest expense. You can't just pay taxes 1 year at a time. Whatever happens, happens. You have levers in retirement. This is a huge change from when you're working. Huge change. Okay. When you're a W-2 employee like I was, taxes happen to you. Okay. In retirement, you got choices. And Boldin gives you vision with the assumptions for, your expenses and inflation and rates of return. Okay. You get a vision to what your largest expense is going to be. And you can play around with levers like changing your Social Security timing, which throws income into the future and it grows. And then that gives you more room to do Roth conversions and manage the tax bracket to 12% or 22%, as I did in this case that we're currently looking at. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Boldin, you can get a free 2 weeks with the first link that you'll see below. I'm going to stop sharing here. The first link you see below gives you a free 2 weeks of Boldin. They do restrict some of the features like this Roth Explorer and Social Security Explorer, which gives you the optimum Social Security timing and the optimum Roth conversion to do based on your situation. Okay. And you can play with it. Okay. A lot. And then you can compare plans. You can have up to 10 scenarios. I just have 3 here. You can do 10 comparisons inside of there. So having visibility allows you to make choices which can save you tens of thousands, if not millions in this example, millions of dollars by managing your taxes. One more thing. There is a Facebook account for Boldin users. Get on that if you are a Boldin user. And they share best practices, things people learned. People ask questions in there. Hey, I don't know how to change my Social Security timing, or how do I select what rates of inflation to use and get a discussion going. That's great. But the best feature is you can start a community. You also hear me say a lot that don't go this alone. Find a circle of friends, pay a financial advisor, have somebody to bounce your ideas off of, bounce your plan off of. There are groups being formed right now through this Boldin Facebook page. Get on there, say, hey, I'm a Boldin user. I would like to join a group or start a group. Is anybody interested? You share contact information and you meet virtually. I've heard of several people doing this. I am going to attach a link to a video that is a group just like this, just like I explained. I'll attach that. You can watch this video. They talk about what it means to them. And this is how you can get a tribe working for you, helping you make better decisions in your retirement. Make sense? It's Joe out.